You know, it's serious when your freezer goes down or it's time to defrost it. Let me show you. We're defrosting ours. And what we do, once we unplug it and remove everything from the freezer, we get hot water. We don't pour it in there. We let it sit in there. Okay, now here we are out here by the freezer. We'll go ahead and put this up in here, and we'll quickly close the door after a moment or two of talkie. See all this ice up in here? And we got the temperature sensor right there, the temperature control right here, more or less the thermostat control right here. So we got to make sure all of this is free and open, looks more like these racks down here. So that's what we're doing. So now we're going to go ahead and thaw this out and come back, dry it out, and then go ahead and put the food back in there. Let me close this for right now. This is one of our freezers we keep out back simply because we don't have no room. That's about how it is here. Now, what we need to do, what I recommend everyone else to do, is to always have some big ice chest, coolers, whatever word you want to use, that's available for you. Because if the electricity goes out, SHTF, we have brownouts, blackouts, whatever you want to call them, courtesy of our federal government, not maintaining the power grid. If you have power grid blackouts, you're going to need coolers like this to keep your food cold. There's a lot of coolers on the market that they want $400 or $500 or more for. Oh no, no. I got these when the getting was good. Here's another one, great big one. I got these when the getting was good, less than $50 a piece. Now they're a lot more, but still a lot more efficient than not having anything at all. And even for a short time like we got here, you can go ahead and use a tote, use smaller coolers. And it's all necessary. Yes, we could lug these out in the shade someplace. No, I'm not going to do that. They're too heavy. So what we're going to do here is just hurry up and get this done, which is what we always do when it comes to freezers. You have to hurry up and get things done. So this here's an upright freezer. It's good enough for us right now. This is about SHTF, power grid going out. You got an emergency, you should have some coolers. I hope this tip helps because it's necessary to do this. I remember losing all kinds of money in skins and hides that I had myself, my own private collection, that were in the freezer, and the power went out. We were gone for a while, didn't know it till we got back, and at that time they restored the power. We checked everything superficially, and what happened? That freezer for some reason did not come back on, and everything in there spoiled. It was terrible. Okay, here you can see how all that ice is melting, dripping down. I have the drain plug open, so that'll go ahead and drain out, but you can see. Now you're tempted to take a screwdriver, come in here and start prying stuff off. I advise against it, because if you puncture any of these lines, that's it, it's over with. You could get it repaired, but $200 or $300 for a repair, because prices are outrageous. So just take your time, do it right. You shouldn't have any problem. But this is necessary, something that has to be done. And just in case the grid does go down, you're going to have these coolers right there ready at a moment's notice. So you can go ahead and pack them, put your food in it, go to another location, or just wait it out where you're at. That's what most people are going to do, is wait things out. Right, if you're concerned a lot about the sun, which we should be if we're trying to keep something cool, get a tarp. Here's the only one I had available right now. If you get a tarp, cover it, help block out part of that sun. That'll help keep these coolers cool. And that will help keep everything cool and frozen. Now if you have another plastic tarp, you know, those infamous blue tarps, nobody likes them, but anyway, you can put that over top of here. That would work even better. All right. The second time I put water in here, here we can see that's completely warm inside. Everything's defrosted. Look up in here, all this is gone. Now to get all of this water and moisture out of here fairly well, we are going to use air. I'll just dump these. Let's go ahead and take a typical blower. Just take your towel, get some excess up here. You're always going to have a little bit left in an upright freezer like this. You could let this door open, just let it go ahead and naturally evaporate, but we'd like to get the meat and everything back in here and freeze it as soon as possible. Main parts are here. Temperature sending unit, sensor, control, temperature sending unit right here. Make sure there's no heavy ice built up there, which would be caused by excessive moisture. Now down here, what we'll do, get all this done. The rubber gasket going around. And there you go. It's more or less done. Plug it back in, let it get cold for a little bit, and then you just start putting your food back in there. If there's any moisture droplets on your bags of frozen meat, wipe that off first, stick it in there and stack it the way you want it. And be done with it. There you go.